Humidity expected to be high come Sunday morning, and this noon, local health professionals want to remind you are your first line of defense. Make sure you hydrate the day before the race and throughout the course on race day. Listen to your body, and if you need them, there will be medical professionals throughout the course.
Up to 15 ambulances, 15 golf carts / UTVs that can transport patients as well, and then 15 fire departments that have stationary medical out on the race as well. So a total of 31 medical stations throughout the course.
Running with the Boilermakers. Welcome to the finish line.
So definitely pay attention to your body, and if you feel you need help, get it. Good advice for everyone, especially those first-time runners who may not know what to expect. And we are joined now live by Boilermaker President Mark Donovan. And Mark, I know this has been a long road to get to this point. Each year we sort of have to feel like it's going to be hot, but this one is definitely going to be hot, right?
Yes, and it's been hot all week. So we've been sweating to the oldies since actually middle of last week.
And what do you say, especially the first-time runners out there who, they may have trained for this, but not experienced it,
Correct. And actually, Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis really has the best that I've heard. And I heard you mention it, know your body. Tomorrow's or Sunday's probably not the best day to try to go get a personal record. Come out of the gate, pace yourself and don't come out too strong.
And let's talk about the expo behind us right now. This is pretty amazing. What can people expect if they haven't been here before?
So when you get here, folks, there's 2 gyms in the Jorgensen Athletic Center. Mm-hmm. If you're coming to pick up your bib, go into the performance gym. It's the original gym. Mm-hmm. So that's dedicated to the bibs, be it the walk, be it the 5K, be it the 15K, or the kids run. And then come over to the field house. And we have about 80 some odd vendors here. It runs the gamut from social services to jewelry to sneakers. We have a running village with our friends from the sneaker store and Fleet Feet that have all the new gadgets and sneakers and apparel and things like that.
And I know the ultimate is the post-race party. And that is definitely probably the biggest security issue with 40,000 people all gathered in one place. Have you had talks with the FBI or other agencies about keeping us safe here?
Yes. What people should know, we have a security meeting once a month every year.
Right.
There will be so much law enforcement here. Around here, the race, the start lines, the post-race party, it goes from local police departments to county sheriff, Utica PD runs everything, all the way up to New York State Homeland Security, Federal Homeland Security, Federal Bureau of Investigation. They're all here. Yeah,
we already saw them on our way in where we're parked. There's a nice big vehicle out there with some officers, and right inside there's a canine behind us. So definitely everyone's ready.
Absolutely. As a society, it's sad we need to worry about it, but I got to tell you, sitting in these meetings, I am so impressed with the professionalism, the coordination amongst the different agencies. They all know, and there's technologies that are out there to help keep us safe and people to do it too.
Beautiful. I know you got a lot to do today over the next couple of days. Thank you so much for taking your time to kick us off here at noon.
Always a pleasure. Thanks.
You. Mark Donovan, president of the Boilermaker. And now we're going to turn it over to our own Jolene Ferris, who is out in the middle of things behind us. Jolene.
Thanks, Gary. We're at Packet Pickup with Ricky McCree, who's in charge, and it's kind of a neat fun fact, your first year in charge. So looking through that lens, what are your concerns and goals? I imagine, like we said before, you probably don't want to see lines.
Yeah, the goal really is to make sure that the experience is good for the runners. We know what we're doing, and we're confirming that the right people are picking up the right bibs.
And you can pick up for someone else, but...
You can. You will need an ID, and you'll need a sign next to their name.
Okay. You had some good advice a little bit ago about, a busy time people might want to avoid.
Yeah. That is today after work, probably 5:30 to 7 to close. And then tomorrow after the children's run, which is about 10 o'clock. So anywhere 10 to 2 is very busy. And if, you can avoid that time, that'd be great for us.
So this had to be a little nerve-wracking. I mean, you've been volunteering for a while, but your first year in charge. We're only minutes into it, but so far, how is it going?
very well. Again, I have a seasoned team that I've been able to lean on, and they're doing a great job. Couldn't do it without them. And people are happy, right? The community's happy. It's a great time for Utica. It's one of our big events, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
And so we have pickup for all that for 15-5 and kids running here, but then they have to make another little trek to get their bag.
Yeah, we'll point them down the road a little bit, so to speak, and that's where you get the bag pickup on the bib. There is a bag pickup little coupon. You give it to them, and they'll get you what you need.
Okay, do you know offhand, you might not, no big deal, is there a particularly slow time, or would that be like middle of the day?
Yeah, I would say from now to about 5 o'clock is relatively slow. First thing in the morning, 8 to 9, very, very slow. And the rest of it's pretty steady. Yeah.
Okay, till 7 tonight, and when tomorrow?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, sounds good. All right, thank you. Good luck your first year.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for talking to us. You heard it directly from the source. If you can, might want to avoid pickup right after the kids run tomorrow. But so far, it looks pretty smooth here. We'll send it back to you, Gary.
Jolene, thanks. And here are some times to know on Sunday. News Channel 2's coverage begins at 7 a.m. The Boilermaker 5K begins at 7:15. The 15K wheelchair racers come down Culver Avenue starting at 7:40, and then all of the 10,000-plus runners will follow them in the 15K at 8 a.m. And people for years would be dropped off illegally on Route 5S down there towards the start line for the 15K. Well, the Boilermaker heard people complain and is making this a designated drop-off lane right there along 5S. The state DOT will be there to make sure it is happening safely. Same goes for the 5K. If you're getting dropped off, you can now get dropped off right on the arterial and walk up the Burstone Road ramp to the start line. And there will be shuttles for the 15K runners on Court Street and Whitesboro Street in the finish line area, and on Dwyer Ave near the start line. They run 5:30 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. The 5K shuttle is at ConMed on French Road. It runs 5:30 to 7. And there's also a baggage truck for 15K runners. If you have anything that needs to get from the start line to the finish line, pick up a clear plastic bag at the expo and clearly label it. There will be a post-race shuttle to take runners from the party back to the start line, and that shuttle ends at 1 p.m. Now here is our Boilermaker coverage plan for the big three-day event. Our newscast today will continue to be on the road here at MVCC. The Live at 5 News Hour and News Channel 2 at 6 will also be live right here this evening. And tonight, the Go the Distance recap show. Also an encore of the All Access show. Both will be on CBS Utica this evening and then, or tomorrow night. And then on Saturday, that is, it's the Kids Run at 8 a.m., but we will have a full 1-hour broadcast of the event tomorrow night at 7 on CBS Utica. And then on Sunday, starting at 7 a.m., it's News Channel 2's live coverage of the 48th annual Boilermaker Road Race on WKTV NBC. So continue to tune in to us over the next 3 days for full coverage of Utica's signature